A terrorist inquiry was opened today after a Knifeman shouting religious slogans was shot and wounded after attacking 3 police officers in the French seaside resort of Cannes. The attack happened shortly after 6 a.m. this morning when the man threatened staff outside the main police commissariat in the town in the name of the Prophet. The attacker was described by officers as an Algerian national aged 37, with no police record. It is not yet known when he arrived in France from the North African country. An investigating source said, he pulled open a car door and started stabbing. It was only thanks to officers wearing bulletproof vests that none of them were injured. The driver of the car tried to pull away, while another on the back seat of the car opened fire, and the man was severely wounded. He had been shouting religious slogans referring to the Prophet throughout the attack. The Knifeman is now in a critical condition in a hospital in Cannes. French Interior Minister Gerald Darmanin tweeted, "A policeman from the Cannes was stabbed and wounded." The assailant was neutralized by his colleagues. "I am going there immediately this morning and I give all my support to the national police and to the town of Cannes." He later confirmed the stabbed officer was not injured because he was wearing a bulletproof vest. David Lisnard, the mayor of Cannes, said, "One of the officers responded with his gun." There are no deaths and the circumstances of the attack are being clarified. Officials confirmed that specialist anti-terrorism magistrates were now leading the inquiry. The attack in Cannes comes as worries over violent crime and terrorism feature among voters' main concerns, in the run-up to the 2022 French presidential election. The shooting follows a series of bomb, gun and knife attacks carried out by Islamic State and Al-Qaeda operatives in France, dating back to early 2015. The deadliest single terrorist attack ever in the country came in November 2015 when 130 people were killed in Paris. Suicide bombers pledging allegiance to ISIS targeted the Stade de France, cafes, restaurants and the Bataclan music venue, where 90 died. Earlier in the year, 2 Paris-born gunmen linked to Al-Qaeda broke into the offices of the Charlie Hebdo satirical magazine, leaving 17 people dead inside and 3 outside. In July 2016, 86 people were killed and more than 400 injured when a 19-ton truck was deliberately driven into crowds on the seafront promenade at Nice, which is just 20 miles from Cannes. The terrorist turned out to be a Tunisian immigrant who was shot dead by police. During the same month, 2 ISIS terrorists murdered an 86-year-old Catholic priest during a church service in Normandy. And in October last year, 3 people were stabbed to death by a Tunisian immigrant in the Notre Dame Basilica in Nice. There have also been frequent knife attacks on the forces of law and order, leading to the deaths of serving police.